President Obama made some interesting claims this week about why America needs more gun control. But let's take a look at some of his statements to see how they stand up to the facts.
But we are the only advanced country on earth that sees this kind of mass violence erupt with this kind of frequency. It doesn't happen in other advanced countries. It's not even close.
According to the Washington Post fact checker, this statement is only half true and is basically an apples to oranges comparison. While the U.S. does have a higher number of deaths from mass shootings compared to 34 other developed countries, when you adjust for population size, the United States ranks number 6, below Norway, Finland, Slovakia, Israel, and Switzerland in terms of fatalities per capita. And by the way, those 5 countries have stricter gun policy restrictions than the U.S. Next clip.
Problem is, some gun sellers have been operating under a different set of rules. A violent felon can buy the exact same weapon over the internet with no background check, no questions asked.
False. First off, the research shows criminals are not going to Amazon to buy their guns. They're buying them from fellow criminals or off the street. Anyone who does purchase a gun online from a licensed dealer, even across state lines, has to have a background check. The laws governing private transactions and internet sales are exactly the same. Next clip.
If there's an app that can help us find a missing tablet, which happens to me often, the older I get. If we can do it for your iPad, there's no reason we can't do it with a stolen gun. If a child can't open a bottle of aspirin, we should make sure that they can't pull a trigger on a gun.
Well, I guess the president thinks only the rich should be able to buy a gun, because the one he's talking about here is almost $1,800. All right, here's our final fact check.
Even after San Bernardino, they've refused to make it harder for terrorist suspects who can't get on a plane to buy semi-automatic weapons.
Really? The president now wants Congress to put TSA in charge of this? We've all heard of people who mistakenly ended up on the no-fly list, and it took them months to get off of it. The people likely to get caught up in this legal web aren't would-be terrorists, but average citizens. And for the record, the 2 who committed the recent terrorist attack in San Bernardino, they weren't even on the no-fly list. Here's the reality. President Obama's actions will increase bureaucracy. They will cost us more money. And they will make it harder for law-abiding Americans to use their Second Amendment rights. What they won't do is make us safer.